Hi everyone, I thought we would look at doing a spirit communication card today. I kind of pick a card to see if you're drawn to a message that is just meant for you. There are only 3 that I've pulled out. I'll be using the postcards from Spirit and Talking to Heaven cards by James Van Praagh. What I hope to get from these is something that will feel relevant to you. The first card that I will pull is maybe something that makes you think of how the person passed to the other side, and the postcard is a message that they feel is relevant for you to hear at this particular time. So let's get started. I'll be doing 1, 2 and 3. I feel that you should just feel whatever it is that you are drawn to. You can come to these readings at any time. They're not for a particular date. It's just when you feel the need to come to maybe needing a message from Spirit. If you've lost someone and you're still, you know, maybe looking to hear something that everything's okay, these cards can give a lovely little message that just gives a little bit of hope that everything's okay and that you will see your spirit person again. Now remember, it's just like having them in another room. They're always around you. Just put out a thought and they will be there. Okay. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and it would be great to hear what you think of these cards. Right, let us get started. For number 1, we have I have become one of your guides. I feel that those that pick number 1, you may be actually feeling like you can almost sense that this person is around you. And you know, you maybe start to think about music. You know, you could think about them and maybe a song comes on the radio or something, someone says something that reminds you of this person. And that is them being beside you and actually orchestrating, if you like, to let you know that they are there. Now, your guides will never step in and take away your free will, but I really feel that they will try and guide you in the right direction. They maybe give certain little, you maybe get a feeling about something, or you're going to make a decision, but you stop and you think, oh, I don't know, would my gran do that? What would my gran say, or what would my mother say, or whoever it is that you feel that is now your kind of your guide, if you like. And that's them putting a little kind of almost like a whisper in your ear that they are there beside you and they will be trying to guide you, but they will not step in and overtake. So you must be sure that what you do is your decision, but you'll always find that they're lovingly guiding you to make the right decision, and they just want you to know that they are around. They're around you at all times. Some people would call them their guides and some people would say it's their guardian angel, but it's definitely like a higher power that is now going to be guiding you. The message that this particular spirit has, the card for them is, dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to Spirit and to us. There is amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. So just signs off with saying loving you so much. I feel that the message for number 1 is you're not being yourself around other people. You maybe have started dating someone and you're almost putting on a kind of persona of what you think this person would like you to be. It's almost like you don't like to show anyone who you truly are. I don't know if this is just through shyness or lack of, what's the word I'm trying to use? You don't feel lack of confidence, and this message is telling you to be yourself. Be yourself. Show who you are. Don't put on a mask for anyone, because nothing will work. A relationship won't work, whether it be with another partner or friendships, or they won't work if you go into start something off as a pretense. And I think Spirit is saying that you are just frightened to show who you are. You are a lovable person. If people don't like who you are as you are, then they're not worth having in your life. Don't pretend to be something or someone just to get other people to like you or be around you or be friends or a partner with you, because that's just starting a relationship off on the wrong footing right away. And it would seem that this loved one can see what you're doing and loves you just the way that you are, and is basically telling you that you must accept yourself, accept who you are, number 1. For number 2, we have I am so much better now. I feel that those that pick number 2, this Spirit is maybe have been very sick for a long time, maybe have had Alzheimer's, or had something that really took them away from who they truly were. But I feel also as well that this has maybe been someone who's been sick for a long time, and you've maybe nursed them or been around them, and you were wondering when they passed over how they were, and they're here to tell you that they don't have that anymore. They're free of all earthly ailments, whether it have been someone who's had cancer or Alzheimer's or a brain aneurysm, something that you have really worried about. You've worried about this person, if there was someone there to meet them, or just basically what happens after you pass. You're not quite sure whether you believe that there is something or not, but telling you yes, they're fine. There is something else there, and they no longer have this this mantle, if you like, this little vehicle to get about. They no longer have that to keep them feeling sick and ill. That is gone. You don't get sick on the other side. I also feel that with this person, when they did pass over, they were allowed to grow more. They have now seen what it was to really appreciate everything that could have been done, was done as best as you possibly could have done. I think you've actually wondered if everything that you had chose, whether you had chosen a path, maybe they had to get into a home of some kind, a place, a hospital for long time care, whether you felt guilty about that you want to do it by yourself. This message is telling you no, you did the right thing. There's only so much that one person can do, and sometimes someone's had long-term care. It's 24/7. A normal person can't do that. You need to have other people to help, and nursing care is something that had to be given. Now the message from this Spirit with this little postcard is, dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your words? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results? Miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Love you always. So what you get from that message is that you could be really needing to expand your horizons. Maybe you've been doing a job that you've felt stale in, or it just doesn't fulfill you anymore. But you don't want to tell others that you want to maybe try a new career in case they feel that you're being insensitive or unrealistic. This card's telling you that you have to be true to yourself, and it's time now for you to start. It's not being selfish to want other things. Even if it's a case of you've just felt that you've outgrown a partner, but you feel selfish that people won't understand if you know you have other commitments, but you want to maybe break free. You have to do what is right for you, number 2. There's nothing selfish about wanting to be happy. And I think the Spirit is telling you, after viewing their life and seeing how earthly matters can hold you back, you know, quite a lot, it's time to now look after yourself. You'll only be here a very short time, and it's time for you to be happy. Number 2. For those that picked number 3, we have it was my time to go. Those that picked number 3, we sometimes can wonder if someone was taken too quickly. Maybe you felt they were too young, or there was something that could have been done, as in medication wise and an operation, but that's not the case. You will go when you're supposed to go. Some of it can seem really tragic, like say it was a medical mistake, or it happened really tragic, as in a car crash, or it wasn't their fault, it was another person, but they have learned all they had to learn, and the person is telling you to stop wondering if there's anything else that could have been done, or almost as if you have been torturing yourself with this. They're telling you it was a time to go. Whether it felt too soon or tragic or whatever, it was the right time. It's almost like we write a script for ourselves of when we're coming into the world, what we're going to be doing during that time, and when we'll leave. And living a long, long, long life doesn't mean that you haven't achieved what you were supposed to achieve while you were here. You might have only came to learn a particular lesson, and it's time to move from that. This is what the Spirit is telling you, that they had learned all that was that they had to learn. There's no if, buts or whatevers about that. That is what the message is. The postcard is, dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's shown up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much, we really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on. Special one, a beautiful life awaits. And it just signs off with loving you so much. And this message is telling you to stop putting the brakes on. Almost scared to take a chance or step out of the role that you've been doing for such a long time that you don't feel that, you know, if you were going to change your life, you should have done it, say, 10 years ago or whatever. It's telling you that, no, this is the time to do it. There's never going to be a wrong time. It's just going to be a time where every time you put it off, it will become more and more exaggerated in your life. If you feel that there's almost a circle of events that just keeps happening, you keep repeating the same story, if you like, it's time to deviate from what it is that you've always done. You know, it's almost like that saying where you keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. Well, in this case, it's time to change what it is that you keep doing. If you keep going for the same type of partner and it keeps falling out the same way, you keep getting disappointed or treated badly, or the person keeps stealing all your money, look at what normally would not be your particular type, whatever your type is. If it's a case of you keep changing your job but you go for the same type of jobs and you just don't feel fulfilled, it's time to look at what do you want to do with your life. What is it you want to achieve now? It's never too late. Whether you're in your teens or even in retirement age, it's now time to do what you want to do. So I hope you all enjoyed these quick little spirit card readings. I love them myself. And I hope to speak to everybody later and during the year. If you would like a message, if you would like a reading from me, then that would be fabulous. I would love to do it for you. If you just want to email me with your question, we can get something sorted for you. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I love to hear all your messages, and I hope to speak to everybody later. So bye for now.